Our America's Science Lab series continues this morning on AMHQ, and you might have heard the saying, when it rains, it pours. But that doesn't say anything about an invasion of creepy crawlers. To help us uncover why worms increase after a rainstorm, Inspector Planet Dr. Tracy Fanara joins us to uncover the science mystery. This is a fun one. All right, Dr. Fanara, why do we see more worms on the ground after it rains?
Well, there's a couple reasons, and you might think that it's because there's so much rain that their burrows get absolutely submerged. Like if our house was filling up with water, we would obviously run out. But the truth is that worms, they're amazing creatures. They create the soil, they have regenerative properties, but they don't have lungs like ours. They actually breathe through their skin, which is absolutely incredible. But that process requires water. And they can actually live for up to weeks, absolutely submerged. So when they come out, when it rains, it's because it's easier to move, and that's a good time for migration. On top of that, they can hear the pounding of the rain, vibration of the ground. They might think it's a predator, and they're running out.
That is fascinating. All right, so they are basically afraid of the rain in a way. But how do worms actually move and then choose to migrate?
So worms have this mucus layer around their body that helps them slither through the ground. Also, they have little hairs, and those little hairs are made of the same stuff that's in our fingernails, keratin. They're really strong, and that helps them move through the soil. So they are the coolest animals. Worms are amazing.
I am
In fact,
appreciating I am appreciating worms a lot right now. No, go ahead. What were you going to say? In fact, what?
Oh, I was just going to say, in fact, worms are so important that after they became extinct in Canada and parts of North America, when settlers came over from Europe, they brought worms to fertilize their agriculture and make sure they had good farmland.
And so we've all heard that, right? You want worms in your garden. What do they actually do to the soil to improve the soil health?
So they eat dead and decaying leaves, and then they leave out nutrients, potassium, things that actually make the soil. So they provide nutrients for the soil and provide the soil itself.
And so we understand the worms that we have today are kind of exotic. The native worms wiped out during the last ice age. Where does our species of worms come from?
That's a great question. So we have a Florida species of worm, but the most common worm that you see in pictures and everything like that is a night crawler. And night crawlers are absolutely exotic to the United States. There are some in Canada, but yeah, they came over from Europe.
Dr. Tracy Fanara, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I have a way new appreciation for worms like never before, and especially why they come out after the rain. They're a little spooked by how loud it is, aren't we all?